try!
What was the bug you had in Newcastle? What was doing there?
No, I was just sick. I had a bit of gastro and I was a little bit of a virus, so a few days of being run down, and then just decided to just rest so I could be good to go for this camp.
Okay, and you got your fitness up to speed, or you haven't been able to do a whole lot the last week?
No, I find it hard to stop training, so I was training even when I had a break, so I'm pretty sweet coming back into camp, and my conditioning is, I'm happy with it, and obviously you never want to be too sort of happy and not work hard, but I'm in good shape, so I'm not too fast.
Contracting situation, where are we at with that at the moment?
It's pretty much finalised. I just got to wait, nut out the last little bits of the detail, and yeah, it should be announced soon.
Is that definitely in Queensland?
I don't know where it is.
You don't know where it is?
I don't know where it is.
Right,
yeah.
let's try that
I'm here just concentrating on camp. My manager's taking care of that, so I'll just wait and see where I'm going to play.
Would we be able to say Australian rugby? Would that be correct?
Yeah,
to
of
write?
course. I'm back. I signed a contract with Australian Rugby in November last year, so that was always going to happen. And my release was done a month before the June test, so it's more just been a case of trying to nut out the details with the Super Rugby Club, and that's pretty much done.
Has it been frustrating, though, not being able to just get the deal done?
Not really. At the end of the day, I understand, like particularly with Queensland, that coming back at this point in time with their squad being full, it's going to be quite tough. So I've just had to wait, and I've been allowed to concentrate on other things, like obviously playing in June and having a break after that. So I'm not too fussed. I haven't been too bothered by it at all.
It's going to be nice for you to get settled again, because I guess going to France, living a new life, I guess it was important for you to come back and have some stability. Yeah,
definitely. I'm looking forward to obviously once it's all done and announced, to just that being the case and moving on. But like as I said, it's not been something that's bothered me too much, because for the back part of the year anyway, I'm back home in Queensland, outside of being here in camp with the boys. So it's not, I haven't been too worried.
And how do you feel about the prospect of trying to win the Bledisloe back? Not many people giving you guys a chance.
Just really looking forward to it. I mean, it's a big challenge first and foremost to get everything down pat this week, and build into next week as well. I mean, I don't believe in looking too far ahead and saying that we want to win and do this. I just honestly concentrating on the process and building in this week, as far as clarity and knowledge and things that we've got to make sure we understand moving into next week, to prepare obviously and focus purely on the game. But yeah, it's a challenge that is huge in terms of rugby. I mean, it's the biggest challenge in rugby to play the All Blacks and beat the All Blacks. So you can't help but be excited and want to work hard and rip in with the boys.
You've always been a talker, but does that have to go up a notch now? You're vice captain, or do you have to do more one-on-one?
I think I'm more low key now that he told me I was going to be vice captain. But no, I mean, like, you just got to make sure you be you at the end of the day, because just because you have a title or something like that, you can't change what it is that you do on the field and in terms of your communication and things like that. Obviously, there's a little bit more that you might have to do off the field, particularly with the new group of players being so young and guys who are just getting fresh experience, not only with the Wallaby group but against the All Blacks. So yeah, you got to do a little bit of work there, but it doesn't change too much.
Nick Phipps is back in the fold, wasn't there in June? Do you expect there to be some fierce competition there for that starting spot?
Yeah, there's always competition, and that's a good thing for us. If guys are pushing each other to perform on the training paddock, that translates into playing well in the field. So I don't really concentrate on things like that. For me, it's just about doing my job and training hard, and whatever Czech wants to do, I'll back the boss.
How's the back line shaping? You had moments sort of in June, but particularly last year, where things seem to be flowing pretty well. Can we expect the same sort of level of accuracy and things this year?
Well, I think that's the biggest thing that we're always striving to sort of improve on, is just executing, and particularly executing towards the back end of games where fatigue starts to set in. So, I mean, you saw the boys training last week and the week before, just how hard they were working, and that's pretty much designed so that when you are tired, when you got those little demons in your head telling you to stop or not to work as hard, you can kick on and keep doing that. And that's pretty much been the design of obviously the last couple of weeks, and it's going to be the same this week, and hopefully we can see that the fruits of that labour on Saturday against the ABs on August 19th.
Mate, Will, Cessnock's probably a bit quieter than where a lot of you boys are used to training at. How are the boys enjoying being out in the bush?
I think I love it. It's an amazing place. I mean, just to be out somewhere that's quite isolated, you get to spend time with your teammates a little bit more and bond. And the place itself is quite beautiful with the vineyards and everything. There's a few guys in the team that enjoy some wine, and I think obviously on the day off, they'll look to get out there and have a look.
How's the Hunter Shiraz compared to the Beaujolais?
I don't drink, mate, so the Coke Zero tastes the same.
Oh, obviously wasn't expecting. Probably coming back from my knee injury last year, I wasn't expecting anything. I was just trying to start for Queensland Reds and do my best. But obviously got invited to the Player of Interest camp down in Canberra, and obviously I was a bit surprised by that. And then obviously Czech told me I made the squad, and I was obviously pretty surprised. But obviously I'm excited as well to be here.
What's your role been? Have you got an indication as to what you're sort of?
Obviously, with my positioning, obviously being a back rower, so Czech's told me, I don't know, number 6, even maybe number 8, so that's what I've been told.
What were your feelings getting picked last week? Obviously, when that was trimmed, I mean, did you feel you were a chance there?
I don't know, like, obviously, talking about it before, I was surprised with the decision, being involved in even the Player of National Interest camp, obviously being my first proper year of rugby, so when I was made the final cut, obviously it was exciting. Obviously, I wanted to be a Wallaby. That's the goal, and obviously taking each step by step. So I'm glad to be here and excited for the opportunity.
Has Jack told you what it was that put you into contention?
He told me he enjoyed my physicality. I think that's a big thing with Czech. He enjoys being the physical play, and obviously being a line-out jumping back rower probably helps as well. So you obviously got more options in the line-out, and yeah, probably the main thing was probably physicality.
And what have you learned off some of the other back rowers here? There's a few good ones around.
Oh, obviously you got Big Lepetti there, and you got Hoops, who's an incredible leader, and what he's obviously the sessions we did last week in Newcastle, and even the first session here, just how he talks to the group, and just a bit of, it's obviously calm, but it's obviously calm chat, but important chat as well, just to obviously get everyone on the same page. And obviously in this next coming week, I'll be trying to get as much as I can from Hoops and that. Yeah.
What's your preferred position in the back row?
I'll probably
play most of your footy at.
I'll probably say number 6. I play most of my blindside most of my footy. Obviously 6 and 8 go hand in hand sometimes, but yeah, I'll probably say blindside flanker.
Okay, and you were born in New Zealand, and what was your sort of rugby career heading up to
In
now?
New Zealand, well, in New Zealand, I probably played more soccer than anything, so because my family's from Poland, and obviously soccer's the main sport there. I did play a bit of primary school rugby in New Zealand, but nothing too serious. It's probably more football orientated, but when I came over here in Australia, started playing rugby union, and sort of owe it to Australia more than New Zealand, yeah.
Okay, what age were you when you came over to Australia?
I was 12 years old.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That physicality, you obviously tried to bring that at training as well, in some of the sessions. So you plan to continue that?
Exactly. Like with last week in Newcastle was a big focus on conditioning. There was a bit of like wrestling and that, but obviously I think now with the rugby side of it being the focus, I think it'll take it out with the breakdown and stuff. So I think if I've been told that's what Czech likes from me, then obviously I'll want to bring it because that's why I'm here, I guess. Yeah.
Is that something you kind of always had in your game?
I don't know. Obviously I wasn't the biggest bloke. I was probably just tall, and when I was playing junior rugby, but obviously I think the last year with the knee injury, I had time to actually hit the gym a bit more and sort of get my body prepared. Because when I made my actual debut in 2015, I wasn't too bad. I was probably a bit skinny in that, but with the year under my belt, I think that's probably enhanced it a bit more. So yeah, it's obviously a part of my game. I want to just keep growing.
Adam, mate, in terms of the local stuff, the first time you said you've been to Cessnock, pretty impressed with the facilities here?
Yeah, it's real good. Obviously the field's top notch, and obviously I'll be excited to see what we can try and do around. But obviously people have been nice to where we're staying, the hotel with the golf course. It's real high, world class. So yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. Yeah.
A couple of good wineries up the valley too.
Yeah, we saw the vineyards across. So yeah. maybe on a day off, maybe not. I'm not a big winesman, so I don't know.
You're obviously a young guy here, 34 guys in this squad. What are your goals for the rest of the next few weeks heading into the Bledisloe Rugby Champs? Would you like to stay involved in the squad? Do you think so? You have a chance of doing so?
Oh well, obviously with the Bledisloe coming up, and I'd obviously trying to put my hand up to obviously try and make the match day 23, and obviously do my best. Obviously I've still got to learn my role a bit more with the knowledge and the game plan, but obviously just trying to get on top of that, get my knowledge down pat, and obviously when you notice stuff like the game plan, then it's easier. You sort of you play footy without that on the back of your head saying, oh, do I know where I am, or what's this line out call? So I think probably the main thing for me is get this knowledge down and then obviously just play footy after that.
Rooming with Kirtley again this week?
Yes, I am with Kirtley.
What's he like as a roommate?
He's upstairs, so I don't see him as much. Not too much nudity, as I said before. So yeah, and then we got Bernard Foley as well. So it's three and a villa, whatever you may call it. So yeah, definitely less of that from Kirtley.